So the number 15 seed from Taipei, TWN, getting this semi-final underway. Now, both these players have had to play one 3-game match so far in this tournament. For TWN, who's in the very first round against the qualifier Makarski of Bulgaria. And for Arvind Bhatt, it was against Hu Yun, the number 3 seed, in the round of last 32, the second round. Now, I can tell you this is the 4th meeting between these two players of the previous 3. This man, TWN, has won 2 of them, including the last, but the last was about 18 months ago at the Canadian Grand Prix. 2 straight games it was, but the whole semi-final scenario, there's been such a big match for both men. The first time that Arvind Bhatt enjoyed international success was at the 2004 Scottish Open and beat the number 3 seed Mark Dribler in the final. And of course, Mark Dribler will be trying to make the final in the second of our men's singles semi-finals directly after this match. He really is a delight to watch, this man. Tall, elegant athlete, 185, that's just under 6 foot 1 inch. Oh, look at that. It was a slight miss hit on his forehand side. Arvind Bhatt. So run of points, 5 straight points, comes to an end.
Final game. Double. Okay.
good rally. Arvind Bhatt doesn't have the big explosive physicality of some of the top players in the world, but just watch his racket skills. His court craft, his tactical awareness really is absolutely excellent. Oh, yes. Well, I don't think the racket preparation looked any different for him to play that smash as it had done when he played his little drop shots or angled, fast angled shot. Well, Arvind Bhatt says no. Well, now he says, what the heck, change the shuttle, I can win with anything. Well, there's virtually no backswing of the racket there for that backhand kill. Last final he was in was 6 years ago, 2008. Arvind Bhatt. No, that's just long.
Thanks. 10. 7-1.
So important psychologically. If you've been trailing by some way, try and close the gap before the mid-game interval. Just calmly gets his racket out of the way, does Arvind Bhatt. Lets the shuttle drop long. And it's a 4-point advantage at the mid-game interval. Well, Arvind Bhatt, coached here by Hans-Werner Milsner. He's his club coach in the Bundesliga. Here he is. I was having a long chat to him last night. We've known each other for years. He was talking about how he really doesn't have to give an awful lot of advice to this man, because Arvind Bhatt is so clued in to what he needs to do within the rally, his tactics that he needs to employ. Oh dear. Well, I watched his quarter-final yesterday, TWN against the number 13 seed Sho Sasaki, and I thought on occasions he was a little bit showing signs that maybe he'd got a back problem. After a rally, a little bit of a wince. Certainly didn't make any complaints, just got on with the match. I do wonder if he is struggling a little bit. Yeah, and I think Arvind Bhatt is playing tactically such a sound match because he's making his opponent twist and turn. And And he's not allowing his opponent really to dictate the pace. Oh, service fault called. Chris Taylor, the service judge, just giving that arm indication, which shows that the fault has been called for serving above the waist. Now, one of the rare occasions Arvind Bhatt hasn't been patient. 3 points away from this opening game. Yeah, he does have this wonderful attack. Great angles. Powerful smash. Chao Tian-Chin. So again, point opportunities for the 34-year-old. Well, his giant killing run and his good form continues. So Arvind Bhatt, 1 game to the good. 1 game away from his first final in 4 years.
1 love.
I remember a couple of years ago, Chao Tian-Chin winning both the men's singles and the mixed doubles at the same tournament, the Iceland International of 2012. Very, very rarely does that happen in modern day badminton. Most singles players, the prefer just to concentrate on singles. And the skills needed for doubles usually don't translate so well into singles, so it tends to be very, very specialised nowadays. Now, calling the court mopper. Youngsters from the local badminton club have done a fine job all week. Oh, it's just wide. Had some big wins in his career, this man. Watched him beat former world champion. Well, he was world champion at the time, Chen Jin of China at the China Masters. Beat Chinese players on their home turf, always very difficult. Overdone it. Oh, he's just missed it. Well, there's definite signs to me that the number 15 seed, Chao Tian-Chin, has really tried to up his pace of movement, wants to be more aggressive within the rally. Now, what's the umpire saying here? Well, initially let's switch off his microphone. We want to hear what he's saying. I think he was saying something about trying to influence the line judges by the fact that Arvin Bhatt was celebrating after the rally, after the shuttle landed. It's going long. Yeah, I just sense that we're going through a bit of a crucial phase. Oh, it's just wide. Well, BHAT doesn't like the call. Appeals to the umpire. The umpire says no, it was the correct decision, and therefore BHAT, in his typical gentlemanly fashion, says okay. Six straight points. I thought that was going wide. All good. Now, once again, I don't think that the 34-year-old from India particularly agreed, but accepted it nonetheless. So a 5-point advantage for the number 15 seed. Oof, that was a very good call, line judge. Well done. Perfect. TWN very much more alert to these little holds and flicks than BHAT. Yeah, that's well played. Forced to play the high backhand. Well, the backhand from the back of the court. The clear wasn't long enough, wasn't deep enough. Got punished. Yeah, it's lovely though. Very much looking to me as if we'll be treated to a third and deciding game. But that, quite frankly, is inexcusable. Error on serve in singles. indecision at the back of the court, costing him dear. And I think we're at the stage where he's got to say to himself, Arvin Bart that is it worth really spending a lot of energy to try and win this second game, win the match in 2 straight, or do I save myself for a third and decider? I think that return of serve is my answer. And that too. Two points needed only for the second game. Level the match at 1 game apiece. Well, I suspect both players have got the third game on their minds. A couple of sloppy rallies. It's a lazy backhand. Yeah, his mind's already on the third and deciding game. 9 game point opportunities for Chao Tianqin.
Tell us something about this close match today. Oh, du sagst kein Englisch. Gut, dann warte mal, da hole ich mal mein Japanisch raus. Das wird schwierig. Also wir machen das in der internationalen Sprache, die jeder versteht. Wir sagen einfach nochmal Gratulation, verbeult uns fast schon.
There it is. Game number 2. Same scoreline as the opening game. So all attention now will be back on the men's singles, the first of the semi-finals. Well, I was talking in the previous match about the drift in this arena. Shuttle flying a little bit faster, going towards that far side as we look down. Missed it. And that was a real opportunity. Look where his feet were when he landed. That means that the shuttle was nowhere near the back of the court. It's always a good indication to judge whether the clear or lift is a full length or not. Watch the player who's about to hit the shuttle and look where their feet are going to land. Lost the flow we had to the match in the opening game. Understandable, I suppose. Both players will be acutely aware of how important the start to this deciding game is. Oh yes, that's a lovely smash. That's the sort of quick movement we were seeing from the tall, elegant Arvin Bart in the opening game.
Und wir haben gerade ja auch schon gesehen, im Einzel, wie stark die Japanerinnen sind. Ein japanisches Doppel, also wird uns jetzt hoffentlich auch begeistern. Die Rede ist von Misaki.
Oh, much better rally. Intriguing rally.
Aber sie steht einem europäischen Doppel gegenüber, wenn die Japanerin
3-5.
Viele holländische Fans sind da, egal ob mit oder ohne Hochwagen. Die wollen dann auch mal jetzt bei der Begrüßung für das Team aus den Niederlanden.
Well, had that gone over, it was going to be an outright winner because Chao Tian-Chen just slipped slightly as he landed. Yeah, both players allowed to go and towel down. 37 minutes this match in progress, which, considering we're in the third game, is not particularly long.
Auch eine Autogrammstunde anbieten, und zwar mit Jordan Reuter und Johanna Koliczewski, beide Spieler der ersten Bundesligamannschaft, ungeschlagener Tabellenführer derzeit. Also Autogrammstunde der Local Heroes jetzt am Stand des ersten TV-Liga.
Ja, und ich möchte Ihnen die Damen auf unserem Court Nummer 2 kurz vorstellen. Misaki Matsutoko aus Japan, 22 Jahre. An ihrer Seite, das ist Ayaka Takahashi. Sie ist 23. Hier im Turnier sind die beiden an Nummer 1.
Yeah, good rally, good work. Chao Tian-Chen. It's incredible to think that Arvin Barth played his first German Open way back in 2003, came through the qualifying to reach the second round. That's 11 years ago, which means that his opponent was a 13-year-old boy at the time.
Nicht hinauskommen, und das wollen Sie heute unter Beweis stellen, dass Sie das besser können. Begrüßen Sie mit mir aus Japan Misaki Matsutoko und Ayaka Takahashi.
It's gone long.
Die europäische Vertretung im Damen-Doppel-Halbfinale, das ist Efe Büskens und Selena Fiek. Die beiden spielen erst seit...
Well, I guess it's probably very important for this man that he has the advantage at the change of ends. The players have performed better from that far side of the court. Psychologically, if he was down at the change of ends, it could be fairly damaging, because he'll know that he's ending the match at the bad end. No, it's a little misleading. I don't think either end is bad, but I think one end is just slightly better than the other. Clever play. Directing the attack straight at Arvin Barth. Oh, that was loose, that serve. Yeah, once again, the attack pretty much at his opponent. Well, turned with a look of disgust on his face, Chao Tian-Chen. Wow, all level once again. Look, there's the frustration again. A little swipe with the racket. 9-all. Well, he's got himself in a bit of a state. There's Chao Tian Chen. He needs to just calm himself down. Forget the previous rallies. I know that's easier said than done.
Ladies and gentlemen, on my right,
Yeah, well worked. And look at the reaction this time. Urging himself on. Wow, that was important. Big point. So there's going to be just 1 point in it at the change of ends, but who's going to have the advantage? This point will decide it. Yeah, good aggression this time from BHAT. And indeed, it is the Indian player who has that 1 point advantage, but I can assure you it's worth more than 1 point psychologically. Flat, fast exchanges. And that, I'm sure, will suit Chao Tian Chen a little better than BHAT. Now, I always think it's so important after the change of ends in a third and deciding game, concentrate on the next 4 rallies. And you can win 3 of them. And that very often sets you up for the rest of the match.
11-all.
Oh, that is a great net shot. Goodness me. Tumbling shuttle. It was upside down as it crossed over the net. It's not surprising that BHAT couldn't control the reply. It's gone long. Oh, it's called in. Well, I thought the same as Chao Tian Chen. I thought that was going long. Oh, wonderful control. Well, he's allowed to towel down. I wonder if the perspiration is partly nerves. 45 minutes this has been in progress. Yeah, what a great shot. A good call, line judge. I have to say the line judging this week has been very, very good indeed. Well, we've had 4 points since the mid-game interval. There's 2 apiece. So can we draw any conclusions from that? I suspect not. Very, very difficult to call this match. just wide. Well, it's a few he's missed. Going for his winner, number 15 seed. And it is terribly difficult when you're playing against such a tall opponent, because you're acutely aware of their reaching capabilities out wide, and therefore you think you've got to hit the line. That's when you start making the errors.
We would like to ask you to put up all lights and flashlights with photographs of this is really disturbing for the players on courts. Thank you.
All level once again. Well, his frustration at himself is quite obvious. This indicates the umpire. A lot of perspiration on the court. Yep, on comes our young court attendant. Yeah, go on, give that a good old mop. You'll have to be a little more vigorous than that. Go on. Yeah. You know, the way you help Mum with the housework. There we go. That's better. That's very, very well played. As soon as the opportunity came to play the attacking shot, prior to that, he'd kept everything low and flat over the net. That's long. Yeah, both players looked a little bit tentative at the start of that rally. The nerves are jangling. Oh, what a good return. He really is so deceptive. I think I'd almost be tempted to try and mix up the serve a little bit more if I was TWN Chen. Oh, that could prove crucial. He was in a good position. Just 3 precious points needed. Yeah, did you see that little clench of the racket there, as if to say, come on. Well, perhaps he needed to relax his arm rather than that little bit of tension. Both players so aware of what a great opportunity this is. One of the 9 Grand Prix Gold events for this year. Oh, that's well taken. It wasn't the power, it was the angle. That looks a nervous shot. Just 1 point in it.
It's over 11-14.
Well, the error on the forehand there from TWN gifts 2 match point opportunities to the unseeded Arvind BHAT. Oh, what a smash down the line. Well, nerves of steel. First match point saved. And a second match point has been saved, and just look at the way that the number 15 seed, TWN, his reaction after the rally. An absolute yell of, come on, you're still in there. I can still win this. So all level at 20 all will need extra points until there's a clear 2-point winning margin.
19-15.
Well, what a contrast in the mannerisms between the 2 men. A much more genteel little clenched fist and a silent come on from Arvind BHAT. Well, the umpire not allowing him to have the court mopper on. But it is match point opportunity number 3 for this man.
It's over 14-16.
He's done it. The dream continues for Arvind BHAT. So typical of the man. No extravagant celebrations, but an immediate congratulation and a heartfelt appreciation of his opponent's part in a wonderful semi-final. 22-20 in the